Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 episode 3 for this series, and we'll unpause it and jump right into the game here. So we're doing pretty good. Last episode we got a roller coaster drop down. We went through and kind of adjusted prices a little bit. We're trying to still make some money on our shops there, but it wasn't really working. However, it's not too big of a deal because we are now making positive profit just by rides alone. Ride tickets are just making us a lot of money, almost $1,000 money $1,000. I guess $1,000 money works last month in August. So we're in September right now. We're coming close to 1 year left before we can complete our goal. But we're doing pretty well. We're already almost over halfway there for guests, and then the park rating I'm sure is pretty high. I can take a look in a second at the park rating and see how that's sitting. But I'm sure it's sitting perfectly fine. I do want to get rid of this. Let's see. I could keep the water tower, I guess. But I would probably save more money just getting rid of it. Let's drop this house. Like so. What was new? I didn't see that. Mechanical theming. Okay, I guess that's kind of cool, but not really important for me. Let's turn off scenery and theming and water rides, and let's just keep it like this for now. That'll be fine. Okay, go through and get rid of the rest of this stuff. Just knock these two trees down. While I'm waiting for the money to kind of tick up so that I can invest in another ride, I'm just going through and doing any type of revisions I think I need to make. I'm not entirely sure how. See, I got guests wandering into parts of the park that don't have rides, and that's kind of a problem because they're just wandering around, not really getting anything done. And by getting anything done, I mean enjoying my rides. So there's really, it's very useless to have all this extra pathing, which is why it's kind of important for me to go through and get rid of as much of it as I possibly can. There we go. Got a bunch of trees here I'm going to try not to click on, but I'm going to click on them both anyways. There we go. That is a little bit... Look, I even got my handyman down here, and I don't need him down here because there's no reason for him to be this far. This is all fine here because I will fill that in with rides. I may put a larger roller coaster somewhere over here, maybe. I gotta think about... Oh, you got sick all over the ground. But if you delete the path, it gets rid of the puke, so not too much of an issue. Somebody else puked, I heard it. I think people are throwing up as they come off the roller coaster. Oh, look at all of that puke. Where is... I'm gonna have to set a zone for my handyman, because I can't have him walking around like he is. I need him off here cleaning this insane amount of puke. That guy's taking pictures off the side there. See how them taking pictures off there? That's good. That means that because this is higher up, this pathing here, they will actually they get like, it gets like a scenery bonus, and they'll actually like take pictures and stuff of certain parts of the park being up there. They might do it here on this bridge every now and again, but as high as this is up there, I mean that kid right there is just loving it. He's just absolutely enjoying it. You can see how they're taking pictures right here, and see how they're watching the roller coaster. I mean, there's a lot of little details in this game you can pay attention to, so it's important to have the pathing kind of run up this way, because they will stop and take pictures of this roller coaster on this path and everything, and that gives them happy thoughts, and they'll spend more money if they have happy thoughts. Oop! Pirate ship broke down. Okay, let's take a look real quick, and we'll see what our mechanic is up to. He should be making his way there now. He is, and where is he? He's all the way over by the bumper cars. I could pick him up if I want to, just automatically kind of get him there. And he'll go through and fix it. As soon as he gets queued up the job again. Answering radio call. Now, I've already got him there, so I saved him a few seconds. Probably not a whole lot, but he'll go straight through and fix that. We want it fixed as fast as possible because people will start getting out of line if it's not fixed. Wow, we've made a lot of money. Look at that, 1,600. How are we looking for... Okay, so for shop sales, shop stock... not too well. Even food and drink I'm not making money on, but I'm making so much money on the rides. that it really isn't an issue. So let's start looking at the second ride we're going to invest on. I'm thinking of a thrill ride again, maybe the Twist. I think that's a good idea. I could put it right down here, and that'll create like a nice area of rides right here, where people will just go through and hopefully hit all of these rides. I can get real creative and do something kind of cool with it, but at the same time, it's way more expensive to do that. Oh, I guess not a whole lot more. Sometimes I'll stack bumper cars on top of each other. It's kind of really cool to do. But that could be for another time. I'm not going to get too into it this time around. Let's do... Thinking here is a good idea. I could do the entrance. Ooh, maybe that wasn't a good spot. I don't really want to do... I guess I could put the entrance here. I didn't really want to put the entrance there. The exit right there. We'll go... This keeps changing on me. We'll go like that. And like that, maybe. I'll have to go. Oh, such a pain to do it like that. Okay, that's fine. I think if I see it overflowing with people, I can always come back and adjust it. We'll raise it to $1.20. All right, there we go. I just need to get a drink of water real quick. My mouth is feeling awfully dry. All right. The queue for the roller coaster has been very short. I'm actually getting some empty carts in there. I guess it's not a bad thing. I guess they're complaining because they can't find what? They can't find what? There's something they can't find. They can't find the restrooms. Oh no, I mentioned the restrooms earlier and I never placed them down. Let's get some restrooms. I think it'll be safe to maybe throw one up here in the middle part of our park instead of the entrance. Although a bulk of our visitors are down here, I'll just put it up here to try to draw people up. The park is looking kind of filthy. It might almost be time for a second staff member. Let me, with that in mind, take this staff member here and let's get some paths set out for him. So he will go through and clean up a specific area. So everything I'm marking is territory that he will prioritize walking around. So he won't leave this area, which means he will ensure that everything in this spot is clean. And then I can hire a second one, grab him, and I will mark everything outside of that guy's area. So we'll go like that, like that. We'll just get all of this. This should be good enough. Oh, we got a balloon flowing away here. Somebody let go of their balloon. Let's just give it a nice pop. There we go. It's always fun to do. Okay, well, I keep going through and turning the sound down. I just want to turn it down a little bit more. The sound of them spending money, even though it is somewhat music to my ears, it is insanely loud. But I can go through and edit a lot of that out too. So let's see. Lots of money is being made. This is a very busy area, which is good. It looks like the trash cans are actually overflowing. See these trash cans here? There's actually trash pouring out of a lot of these trash cans. Yeah, these trash cans are all overflowing. Our janitor's probably busy right now. He should be making his money. Yep, there he is. He's walking around, so I can see him going through and he's kind of being slow about it, but he is going through and checking every single one of these paths. I just want to see if he's stuck in that area. Nope, there he goes, and he's changing out the trash cans now. So it is going to take a second, but he will eventually get through and fix everything in that area that is kind of messed up. So I'm not going to worry about dropping a second janitor. Now that I got them all pathed properly, that shouldn't be an issue. Let's take a look again at our cash. We are making just insane amounts of money. Let's use this extra money to go through. Let's Let's delete these trees and get them done and out of my way, as well as this fence. It doesn't cost me anything to get rid of the fence, so let's just get rid of it. It does cost me a lot to get rid of those plants, so I will not worry about that. Okay. Now, can I actually go through? I think I can go through and change this. The only problem with that is it is very expensive. I could just stick with the brown. It's very expensive to go through and change all of this. $11 a tile. Okay, that is very... Oh, no! Oh, that cost me so much money. Making mistakes like that can be very expensive. I definitely bust my bank for this month by doing that. You got to be careful when you're messing around with that tool. There's been plenty of time where I've just run myself dry just making mistakes like that. I think I'll just leave the ground brown like it is. I don't think I'm going to go through and change that. Okay, we're in 20th of October, year 1. We have exactly one more year left to achieve about 150 more guests. And how is the approval for our park? We are sitting at an approval rating of 822, which is perfectly fine. If I could charge people for entrance into the park, I could make a lot of money. All right, now we can actually see the umbrellas coming out. So people have orange and black umbrellas. It's kind of good that it's raining because people will now come and spend money on umbrellas. We just got a new attraction, a new food item actually. It was a chicken nugget stall. Which isn't bad. However, I don't think I want to spend the money for it. Oh, I do have cotton candy. I didn't notice that. I don't know if I want to spend the money on it because my food does not seem to be making any money. Oh, no, wait. $54. 25. Okay, we are turning a profit now. 16. The food is turning a profit. Let's actually take a look at that. Food, drink, stock. It does say minus 41, but we'll give it some time to balance out. It should start turning a profit now, as well as the shop sales, maybe. Yeah, I butchered myself on land purchasing this month. Or not land purchasing, but landscaping. You can purchase land. That's what this is here. I could actually extend this and make it bigger if I wanted to, but there's no reason for me to do that. Okay, if I am making a little bit of money on that stuff, then let's get a chicken nugget stall down right here. And we'll make sure those are nice and pricey because chicken nuggets are delicious. And we will open it up. And hopefully people will start using it. On top of that, I've got a lot of people puking as they come out of here. See how sick all these people are coming out of here? So let's get a first aid area down. And that'll ensure that these guests that are coming out sick are being treated. And then they can actually, they won't be as sick. So they'll stop puking all over my park, which is always nice. And they won't feel like they want to leave the park because they're sick if they get treated. And then they'll maybe go and ride the ride again. I've got a lot of empty, that's all very empty. Let's actually lower it to $1.60 since it's already pulling in way more money than it's spending. We'll lower it, and that'll hopefully get more people going towards it. If we actually take a look at our guests again, we could probably see... Oh, people are really upset because they've been waiting for the bumper cars. It is a pretty long ride. I could lower it to 40 seconds. That is a very short period of time for bumper cars. But let's see. If people don't complain, I'll lower it to 40 seconds. And hopefully that'll get people through a lot quicker and they won't be waiting as long. Because as you can see, there's people that want to jump in line and they can't. Simply because it's way too packed. Change the colors for these real quick. To our Halloween theme. Alright, money is being spent. Here we go, right? Looks like it's starting to get a little bit better of a queue since I've lowered it. People are actually kind of jumping on it more. I could run an advertising campaign that would probably help me break over the 600 mark very quickly, but there's sometimes not always a reason to do that. We could take vouchers for free rides on a particular ride, vouchers for free food or drink, advertising campaign for the park, an advertising campaign for a particular ride. Very expensive, and it's hard to say if you'll make money or not off of this, so I won't worry about it too much for now. Overall, we're making money this month. Let's see, guests are complaining because they can't find the restrooms in your park. Really? Is that not a good spot for it? I guess because there's so many people down here and the restrooms all the way up here. Let's drop one more restroom then. You can actually charge people to use the restrooms, which is kind of funny, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, we'll drop one there. Yeah, you can actually charge people money to use the restroom. It's only a $1.60 an hour to run, and it is kind of funny. There was a park I made one time where I charged like 10 cents to use the restroom, and it was just enough to pay for the running costs of the restroom, which was actually not a bad thing. Yeah, people are using the restroom like crazy now. I'm almost tempted to do it again because it actually was extremely effective, but I think I'm going to try to hold off for now. Maybe I'll do it depending on how much of an issue money becomes. All right, I think I'm going to go across like this. All right. Trying to think what the next ride will be. Okay, so this roller coaster is making us a lot of money. A second roller coaster would make us even more money, but I just don't have the money to support a second roller coaster. A Ferris wheel is a very good ride to put down. I might add more food court stuff here, or I might not. I could always put the Ferris wheel like somewhere like here. And then if I would have plenty of room down at that bottom there for food if I wanted to. This would also be a pretty cool place for it. Actually, would be a very neat place for it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put the Ferris wheel here. How do I want to do this? Think I'll go like that. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we'll just go straight down, I think, like actually. Ooh, losing money there, but let's turn it like that and then go straight down. And then let's take this. And I think we'll just go straight across. There we go. Let's open it up and make sure raise it to $1.20. I think that'll do it. All right, sitting pretty good so far. It's already March of year 2. And I actually only have 489 guests, which is kind of bad because that is not 600, and we're actually closing in here on the October of year 2 date, which is not all that great. About to finish out this campaign pretty quickly. Actually pause the game for a second. Let me think. So we've got 492 guests. We haven't busted through making profit yet for this month because the ride construction, I spent a lot of money last month and this month, so I'm going to be in the negatives, as well as that landscaping, which really ran me into the ground. So I think the goal right now is to maybe do some advertising, though, because I do have a little bit of money and I need to get people here, because the goal is not to make the park profitable by October, but the goal is to have 600 people in the park. And so if I'm losing a little bit of money advertising, that's fine so long as I get my 600 guests. So I could do vouchers for free food or vouchers for a free ride, but that's going to make me less money, including the $50. Let's just do an advertising campaign for a particular ride, and let's do the Mango Muncher, which is our roller coaster, so we can hopefully get people in this line here. We'll run 2 weeks. It's $200, so a total of $400, and we're going to do that, and hopefully that'll make a somewhat big difference on people coming to the park for this ride in particular, but in general, just coming to the park and filling up this last 100 guests we need. However, we are out of time for this episode, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.